ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Tayler Yarish Show. This is episode 51, I believe. Let's go with that. How's it going? Welcome back. Are you still full from stuffing your fat face with food? I know I am. I had a chicken and broccoli for dinner tonight, and so I'm congratulating myself like I'm better than you, even though I've had nothing but simple carbohydrates and ice cream for the past, 3 nights, let's call it. It is what it is. That's, eating leftovers. That's why don't we ever just make the right amount of food for Thanksgiving? Why do we always have to I don't know if we're overcooking or if we're cooking for the right amount of people, and then, people who are skinny don't touch their food, and then we end up with leftovers. I think that's what happens. Anyway, more for me. Oh yeah, it's been a rough one. My throat kind of hurts right now. I had chicken breast, put a lot of Cajun seasoning on it because that's a flavor, and I don't know what I was expecting, but it was spicy as hell. And how did I pair it? I paired it with some truffle hot sauce. So I just got hot on hot, throat's a mess, face is red. What are you gonna do? Yeah. So that was Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was pretty mellow. I was proud of myself. I didn't drink too much. Had a couple glasses of wine, pounded it early, and then I crushed some water before bed because I had to wake up at like 7 in the morning. No, that's not true. I woke up at 7 in the morning on the morning of Thanksgiving. I had to work Thanksgiving morning, and I think it was my first time. May have been my first time working Thanksgiving morning. No. I've worked one other major. It was like either Christmas or Thanksgiving. I'm usually good about getting off work on both of them. I just fucking weasel my way in there, and I don't know. I make up some excuses, but I don't think I've ever worked Thanksgiving, or it's at least been a few years. And I forgot that there's a lot of people, especially in this city, that are alone on the holidays. And it's interesting. Last time I worked a major holiday, Thanksgiving or Christmas, whatever it was, I was in a restaurant, and, people, we didn't really have many table for ones. I'm sure they were at, other places, but I actually don't even think we allowed a table for one because everything was a two-top, and, they're just not going to lose that revenue just because you're sad and want a good meal on a holiday, so you had to have another friend. So all you sad fucks out there, too bad, eat at home. But in a hotel, which is where I work now, you can check yourself into a hotel on Thanksgiving and be by yourself, and many people do that. And let me tell you, when you're in a customer service position and the customer is always right, they are not, absolutely not. You get a different view into these people that are solo on the holidays, and some of them are very sweet people, and just want to treat themselves, and I'm going out and I'm going to stay in a hotel. I'll get a takeout and we'll have ourselves a ball. We'll throw in a movie, and that's the night. And then other people are alone and they don't want to be, and so you're the person they're going to talk to, and they will talk your fucking ear off. And again, that's the most, I've said this before, it's the most frustrating part about a customer service job, is pretending to care about anybody else who you really don't care about. And it's the most exhausting thing to do. And these people, they'll just come up to you and they'll just start yabbering, and then you try to it's like that meme you've given away. You've given them like 9, yeah, that's crazy, oh my God, and no way, and they don't get the fucking hint. They just keep talking. And I thought I was prepared. This one lady came up to me at the hotel, and she, starts talking, and I was like, I've had long conversations. She's a long talker, and to quote Seinfeld, she's a long talker, and so I was prepared. Prepared for this woman, but she just keeps pressuring you, time and pressure. She drags you into deep water with her bullshit conversation, talking about her hotel reservation, and then about, something else, and then it comes back to the hotel reservation. Then she talks about what she had to do and why
what she had to do is making her hotel stay more difficult, and then it turns into a complaint, and then you fucking, everyone just wants something free at the end of the day, especially during the holidays. She's like, I'm alone. She was like here for, she booked like a stay of like a week or something. She's by herself, and and she just wants to get all this money. This is not the point. The point is, if you're alone and sad on the holiday, just, for the rest of us, just keep it to yourself. That's all I'm saying. Just don't burden everybody else with your problems. And this doesn't even have to pertain to the holidays. Just in general, keep your shit to yourself, That's why social media is the way that it is, and everybody just posts the highlights, because nobody wants to hear what your day is actually looking like, If you're posting on Instagram and the only thing that you're sharing is your meal at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you had nothing else. You have no highlights to share. Or maybe you're just a decent person and you don't want to put your whole life on social media. One of the two. But nobody's like, I know one guy who posts on Facebook, and all he posts is really just bummer statuses. It's like an update about his life, and it's not going great, and he'll just post about it anyway. And you know what? Whatever. Respect, I guess. He's just owning it. But yeah, it is exhausting to fucking hear people's bullshit. But yeah, Thanksgiving was good. I learned that my oven doesn't fucking work. The oven doesn't get to the temperature that it says it's going to get. We had to get one of those outside in oven thermometer things to read the scale, to read the temperature. But then it's like, well, what's to say that fucking thing works? Can you trust an instrument to read you what the temperature is? I mean, our oven has been underperforming by like 20 degrees since we've moved in here. Who knows how much undercooked shit or overcooked shit. I don't know. It just never gives you the readout. And I just cooked that chicken. It said, it said to cook it at 425. So I put it at 450, 18, 20 minutes or whatever. Then I had a separate temperature that went into the chicken. It said it was 180. And then I bit into it, and it was chewy and grimy. I mean, I can't win, I can't win. Anyway, yeah, that was Thanksgiving. I didn't participate in Black Friday. Black Friday seemed different this year, I think last year, there wasn't really a Black Friday per se, right? And so people really got after it this year. Although I don't know if people were getting after it because it's regular Black Friday, or like because there's a new fucking, variant or whatever.
Terrible news.
And people are like, you know what? If I'm going to be locked down for another 6 months, I'm not going to be stuck inside with a fucking 24-inch. So that's why they were really rushing Best Buy to get that flat screen. It wasn't because they're giving it as a gift. People are rushing Best Buy to get the flat screen because they know they're going to be locked in for another 6 months. What do we got? The Omicron, the Ultimus Prime. What the new fucking South African? I can't keep up. I don't care. I just really, I don't know. First of all, I don't think we're going to get locked down, but if they do, you need to let people know before they buy all their fucking Christmas gifts. You know what I mean? Like, if you spend all your money on Christmas and then they lock you down and you don't, then we don't have anything for fucking, we won't even need to rush the shelves for toilet paper because, people won't have any money to do it because they bought the new Alexa or whatever it is, or the new Apple Home. What do you even get anybody anymore? Am I the only one who thinks that holiday shopping just gets harder and harder every fucking year? It's like, what more could you people want? What more? I don't know what to even, people are like, what do you want? I don't know. At this point, I think the only thing to do is like, I don't want like any big things anymore. Everything is just a little thing, but it's nothing cool that would, go under a tree.
you like stop by Rite Aid to pick up shaving cream, or you needed more Q-tips. Fuck, we're out of printer paper, or the leg on our little stool broke, so we need another stool thing, or like fuck, I gotta refill the Swiffer pads, or my toothbrush just broke. It's like, that's the kind of shit. It's never, oh, I needed an iPad. Hopefully that kind of shit will last you for a while. And I don't know. Dude, I don't need anything. I actually asked for clothes. I don't do that because I'm a tough size to shop for, because I'm short, but I'm also like wide. I'm just a fucking fire hydrant, so I'm a nightmare to buy clothes for. I need to try on everything, especially shoes, because my feet are just solid rectangle blocks or whatever. No arch, absolutely no arch in the feet. It's a problem. But yeah, it's like, what do you get? What do you get people when they are at a certain age, like when they're not fucking kids anymore? That sentence sounded horrible. Not when they're not fucking kids, but when they're not kids. You know what I'm saying? It's easy when you're younger. Like, I had this thought, about why I think as we get older, or as we move forward, it's harder and harder to have a kid not have a cell phone for as long. Like, I think I was in 8th grade when I had the first cell phone, and I was like, it was a shitty, brick cell phone. And now it's like I don't know what age kids get them at, but it's got to be young as shit. And I think it's because of birthdays and Christmases. It's because you can hold out not getting a phone just for willy-nilly, but it's like eventually you're gonna want them to be happy on Christmas and their birthday, so you just fucking cave, you give in. You're like, I know, how do I not get the thing that I know you want? You know what I mean? Like, how do you, as a parent, how do you hold out? That's why you go outside and you see these fucking 6-year-olds with iPads in their face, and they don't belong to the parents anymore. They used to. You'd see them at dinner or on the train or whatever, and they're holding their parents' thing. Now it's theirs. They got their own shit. It's crazy. And I don't know how you would stop it. I don't know how you not get a kid that's all they want anymore. Like, you ever like go to like a Walmart or a Target or something, and you go down the toy, like, is anyone even going down the toy aisle? You go down the toy aisle and there's dust on everything. There's just nobody's buying it. Like the fucking play sets and everything. They're using the same toy commercials from 2007, and nobody's buying anything. The Hot Wheels, fucking, it's all horseshit. You know what I mean? It's like, get me an iPad. I don't want to build a Lego set, okay? I was about to, I don't know, reference an app. I don't even know what the game's Temple Run. That's like the last game, I think, on a smartphone that I got into. I don't really play games on the phone. I'm not like better. They're not as good as like PlayStation games, which is really what it is. Yeah, like Candy Crush. People say like Candy Crush is addictive. I look at it, I don't even know what I'm looking at. It looks dumb. There's certain games where people play them all the time. I don't know what they are, and I could care less. Feels nice to know that I'm not that I'm immune. But yeah, I gotta holiday shop. You can't wait to the last second, because then they run out of everything, and then you can't get the thing, and then they get it 3 days later, and who knows now with the fucking supply. Everything is the supply chain. The supply chain. I go to work. I'm like, where are the pens? Well, we don't have pens because of the supply chain. It's like when we were blaming everything on COVID. It's like, why can't we go do that? Because of COVID. It's because, we can't. How come these seats aren't? Because it's COVID.
Like there's places that are offering less shit now because, and they blame it on COVID. Like the fucking hotel that I work at, it's all under the guise of being like green and shit. You know what I mean? Oh, we only change your sheets every third day because we want to save that. No, you don't want to spend money. And that's, and the supply chain is the new that. Anything you don't have, like, oh, you guys have Tylenol behind it? No, we don't have Tylenol. Well, supply. You got a supply chain. We got to replace the chain. It's a bad supply. My Maniscalco. Everything is the chain. It's all, well, it's got to come down the chain. It's like, what are we talking about here? Where's everything coming from? Why don't we have anything here? How come there's so many links in the chain? I don't know how the chain works, but I know that it's broken.
Terrible news.
And now we got a new fucking Omicron, Omaha variant. And that's going to hurt, People are already canceling their shit because of this thing. And it's the chain. Everything is the chain. How come people broke into that Home Depot and stole all the sledgehammers? Well, it was the supply chain. That's really what it was. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware. How come people blew up that minivan in Chicago? Oh, well, it was the supply. It was supply chain. Oh, okay. All right, got it. I didn't know. It's like people are going insane. I've been having this, I've been on this ongoing war at work because, I stand behind a desk and they have these, plastic barriers that we had, back in fucking May of 2020 when we thought that did something, like the little, like a little sneeze guard, but there's nothing it's not like one continuous wall. They have 1 2-foot little one in front of me, and then the person next to me, there's a separate one, but then there's a whole fucking gap in between, and what happens is nobody can hear each other from beyond the thing, so then people just stick their face in the space in between the two barriers, and we end up speaking closer than we did before. It's like, what are we doing? And I talked to everyone there, and everyone single-handedly is like, we agree, it's stupid, it doesn't do anything. In fact, we're talking closer, and it doesn't work, and also there's nothing we can do about it. It's just coming down. It's coming down from the top. It's coming down from the chain of command. That chain seems to be fine. People at the top telling the people at the bottom what the fuck to do, even though it doesn't make sense. That chain, not broken, but the chain, if you want to get wheat from here to here or whatever is in the chain, then that's all fucked up. I mean, I don't even know if the chain is fucked up. I heard it was. I heard from a lady standing on the street that Ocean Spray was going to run out of cranberries and there was going to be no cranberry sauce. So I heard that immediately, didn't check on it, and then I went into the grocery store and I bought like 5 cans. And we didn't even touch one of them. We opened one, emptied it out, and I was like, wow, that's way more cranberries than I thought it was. And then, I had 2 scoops. Everyone else didn't eat. And now we got all these cranberries. So it's like, is the supply chain broken? Was that lady full of shit? Maybe a little bit of both. We don't know. There's no, I don't know where to check anything anymore. Because you know what I mean? And I'm not like tinfoil hat and like, all the news is a conspiracy or anything, but it's like, it is tough when there's so many people giving you the same story and everybody's got their own fucking thing. Like if you look at like this goddamn variant, for example, like is it bad or is it not? Because some people think it is, some people, like Fox News will say, oh, the South African doctor says the variant is the symptoms are unusual but mild. And then there's another one that says the variant patients have very mild symptoms. Oh, another one says, clamp down because of the variant. And then CNN is like, the Omicron variant is a pandemic gut check. And then it's like, what? What is it? I want boring shit. Just give me the plain laid out. Like, you ever go to a website and then like your internet fucks up or whatever, and then the page reloads and there's no pictures or graphics or anything. It's just like the text. You know what I'm talking about? Like the text will just load and it only gives you the text that's on the page. That's what I want. I want that online. You know, that's what I want. I don't need a video. I don't want an ad. I don't just give me the fucking text, the plain bullshit, but with facts, you know? I want raw data. I want fucking numbers. I don't want to know some antiquated fucking thing about how one person out of a million or whoever felt. I want death numbers. I want, you know? It's like it's the only way to really wrap your head around what this thing is. I mean, if you saw my reaction to when I stub my toe, you would be like, "Oh, stubbing your toe is the worst thing that you could do." And then other people take it like a champ. You know? So you could see if you didn't know if stubbing your toe was like a new phenomenon and you saw me stub my toe, you'd be like, "We got to watch the fuck out because if you stub your toe, it's serious pain." In fact, I don't even think we should go outside. We shouldn't have hard things in our home because we could knock our toes on them, and we should wear solid metal blocks on our feet so that nothing will ever penetrate our toe barrier and we won't hit, you know? But then other people stub their toe and they walk right through it. They don't even flinch. They don't blink. So it's like, I don't know. Pain. Maybe that's a bad example because it's pain. I don't know how you measure pain. Can you measure pain? Can you measure pain? I know they say like redheads, like they feel less pain or some bullshit. I don't know if that's true. Dollar meter? I'm so dumb. I'm gonna skip that word, even though it's the main subject of the sentence, I think. A dolarum. I literally can't say this word. Dolorometer. It's like it's one of those words where it's like it's probably so simple, and I just can't figure it out. Now I got to open up a separate tab. You ever do this? You copy and paste the word, and then you say pronunciation. You do this, right? Pronunciation. I got to spell that fucking word too. How do you say this word?
Dolorimeter.
Dolorimeter? Dolorimeter. Dolorimeter. See, the problem is it's not DOLO meter. It's not dolometer. It's not dollarmeter. It's dolarimeter. There's an I in between the R and the unnecessary. That's what this is. Talking about measuring pain. Reading this word is giving me pain. Okay, can you measure pain? Is it an instrument used to measure pain, threshold, and pain tolerance? How does it work, though? Okay, currently there exists no valid and reliable method of objectively quantifying an individual's experience of pain. Isn't that crazy that we haven't, like, nailed that? That seems bananas. It seems like by now we would have had something where it's like, you could tell the pain tolerance, or you could tell like the actual experience of pain. Can't they do that with like, you know, the neurons or something in the brain? You see it light up. I think I saw that on a Dr. House episode. You know, where the guy was like unconscious, but his shit was all red and orange, and they were like, "He's hurting so much right now. He's screaming inside." I think I saw that. I don't know, but it seems like that'd be a great thing. We should, you know, if they could work on that, because then you could tell when people are just being a little itch, or you see that they're really in pain, but they're showing nothing. Like that's how, you know, my girlfriend Kate. That's how Kate experiences pain. She like, you know, if you like step on her toe and she just fucking breathes through it. You know, she just like her nostrils flare and she just like stays quiet. Psycho. Maybe that goes back to the redhead thing because she's a redhead and they don't experience pain or life or whatever it is. I don't know, but I don't know what it is. Anywho, I just want to know what the deal is with the Omicron. It's like they're gonna have another one in 2 weeks. Everyone's passing around the
the meme of like comparing the COVID variants to Taylor Swift's music, which is kind of funny because she just recycles the same shit. You could say that about a lot of different things. But until then, get if you had something you plan on doing, get it in now, because who knows what the fuck, especially in this goddamn city, if they're gonna let us go outside and take pictures in front of the fucking tree this year, or whatever it is you're gonna do. So don't buy too many gifts. That'll be your excuse this year. All right, if you get somebody a shitty gift, just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to prepare because I thought they were going to shut the country down and I needed to save money. That's why I got you this, these shitty pair of headphones. I wanted to get you the better one, but, supply chain. What are you going to do? If you can travel, if you can see somebody this year for Christmas that you didn't see last year, I think that's probably good enough. Isn't it? Isn't it good enough? Remember when Christmas was about seeing the ones that you love? Now my family, we're literally just we're sharing lists with each other. We're just like, here's what I want, and then someone's like, here's what you want, and we're all just giving each other chores when we could all just go. We should all just buy the shit that we want, wrap it up, and put it under the tree. There's no surprise anymore anyway, right? Just buy whatever the fuck you want. I'll buy what I want. I'll wrap it up. We'll all put it under the tree, and then we'll put on our pajamas. Mom will make pancakes. We'll have a cup of coffee, and we'll do that. The pictures will look the same, and no one will be disappointed, and no one will feel ashamed because they didn't spend the money that somebody else did to get somebody a cool gift. That's always awkward, and someone gives someone a gift and it's like fucking awesome, and then you're like, well, okay, well, I got you this, but it wasn't as cool as that, but this, you did say you wanted it. There's none of that. If everyone just gets their own shit, we all meet up and open it. Honestly, that's the best. To me, just the sitting around, I think I like the morning because the morning of Christmas represents just a moment where you can just fucking chill out for a second. The first half hour of opening stuff, or maybe that's as long as it takes you. I don't know your situation. Maybe that's how long it takes for you to do the whole shebang of Christmas morning. It's 30 minutes in and out. But I like to take my time to really prolong the experience. And then about 45 minutes in, the adults start looking around at the trash and they're trying to do upkeep. That's always that's kind of like the sad moment, when people are opening up gifts and we're looking at what we got, and then someone's coming around and just kind of cleaning up after everybody as the morning. I think you're supposed to be left with a huge pile of shit, after unwrapping all the gifts. You're supposed to have wrapping paper everywhere, and there's fucking clothes and toys and this and that. Somebody coming around and just, cleaning up. As soon as you unwrap a package, somebody cleans it up so that the cleanup isn't. It's like, can we just get, that's the feeling is, can we just get the fucking through this? Can we just get on with our day, because I got shit to do. We should unwrap gifts and then watch a movie. Just let everything be on the floor. It's one day of the year. Just let the living room be a shit show. Nobody sweep. Nobody, take anything down. Let's all just eat let's just eat on the wrapping paper. Eat every meal in the living room on the garbage. And then at the very end of the night, you wrap up all the garbage and then you throw it out. Rather than just anxiously picking up every sticker and piece of tape that falls. I don't know why. The last 2 minutes of that, I'm not really sure where that went, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, happy holidays. Hopefully we won't be fucking shit. Dude, this thing came out of nowhere, huh? This Omaha variant. Just fucking, as soon as we thought we were out of the clear, just, here we go. You know? I don't know. I'm not too worried. I also don't give a shit. Yeah. Anyway, that's the podcast this week. Hope you're doing good. Have a good week. We'll see you next time on the Tayler Yarish Show. Peace out.